Hello and welcome to XLOOKUP and Regex. My name's Jeff, I'm glad you're here. Let's just jump right in. In a recent update, Microsoft gave us the ability to do XLOOKUP matches using regex patterns. And we're going to explore some of these in this video. Exercise 1. Before we incorporate regex, let's just go ahead and take a look at XLOOKUP. If you haven't used this function before, it's a basic lookup function. Equals XLOOKUP. All right, we want to go find this, comma, in here, comma, and we want to return the related value from this column. Close function and enter. And as we can see, it looked up MOR 300, and returned the related value of 841. That's using the default match mode of 0. That means exact match. So let's go back here and let's take a look at the match mode argument options. We have 0 for exact match, and that's the default value. That means I'm looking for an exact matching value. I also have other options. For example, exact match next smaller, next larger, wildcard, and the one we're interested in is regex match. So the summary is XLOOKUP is a lookup function. It looks for a specific value in a range, and then it returns the related value. By default, it's doing exact match. And for a lot of cases, that's exactly what we want. But sometimes we want there to be some flexibility. And that leads us to the next exercise, exercise 2. In this exercise, instead of looking for an exact match, we're going to look for a partial match. In other words, maybe I don't know the full customer code. Maybe I'm looking for a customer code that has a 30 in it. Equals XLOOKUP. I want to go find this, comma, in here, comma, I want to return the related value from this column. Close function and enter. NA error means I can't find a match. Why not? Remember, the default is exact match. So what we can do is we can go to match mode 2, wildcard. Now, depending on your version of Excel, you may or may not have the XLOOKUP function, and depending on your Excel version, you may or may not have choice 3, regex match. For now though, we're going to talk about wildcard. So I'm going to go with 2 and enter. I still get an error. Why is that? This just means we haven't specified the wildcard characters yet. So we'll use the asterisk for that. And what we're basically going to say is we want any number of characters and then a 3 and a 0 and then any number of characters. Enter. So this finds a match and returns 601. So what is that? It's finding this 30 and returning 601. Now I can always change this around and say I want to find something with 300 and that returns 841. That's this. I can say find something with OR. And again, it's going to find 841. I can change this to ME, and it's going to find 512. That's match mode 2, which is wildcard. And it means we need to put the wildcard characters right inside our search string. And if you have XLOOKUP, you're going to have that option. Now, depending on your version of Excel, you may have option 3, which is regex match. Again, at the time I'm recording this video, this is very new and it's just starting to roll out. Enter. Now I get an error. So regex is different than wildcards. I'm going to go ahead and remove this asterisk and this one and enter. And now it's finding this partial match of ME with 512. I could match MOR 841. I could match SSC 117. This example, however, is simply just scratching the surface of regex patterns. Regex patterns can be very involved and very comprehensive. Now, I've done a previous video on regex, so if you're not familiar with it, definitely check that out. But the point is, this opens up some very interesting and powerful options when it comes to using lookups. But just to give you a taste, we can look for something that starts with an M, and then any character, and then any number of characters, and then a 30. So this is going to look for an M followed by any number of other characters that includes 30. Enter. And now we get 841 because it matches this. So as you can see, this opens up some advanced lookups. With that foundation in place, let's go to the next exercise, exercise 3. Let's say I'm trying to do a reconciliation. And let's say this is my check register and this is my bank download. And I want to try to find which of these have cleared the bank. In other words, which of these transactions also appear in this bank download. First, let's try it with a simple XLOOKUP. Equals XLOOKUP. I want to go find this, comma, in the amount column, comma, and I want to return the date. Close function and enter. And I get January 1st. Let's see if it's right. As I scan down, I can see that there's two 875s. The first one is January 1st. And XLOOKUP, like other lookup functions, stop at the first match. However, this is not the 875 we're looking for. The one we're looking for was a check for NASBA. As we can see based on this description, that's actually the second one. So we kind of need to look it up based on two columns. So can we do two columns with XLOOKUP? Yeah. Equals XLOOKUP. We want to go try to find a 1. Now what is that? That just means we want to find a true result in our Boolean array. So we're going to open up two parens, and the first condition is where this amount is equal to the amount column value. I close that condition, I use an asterisk for and then I open up the second condition, and where our vendor is equal to this description. I double close to complete the argument, and then comma, and then I want to return the date. Close function and enter. And we get an NA error. And what that's telling us is, sorry Jeff, I can't find a match. It can't find a match because it's trying to exact match 875, which it does, but it's also trying to exact match NASBA. And this vendor is not an exact match to this description because there's a bunch of extra text and numbers. And this is where we can use regex equals XLOOKUP. We want to go find 1. That's just going to find the first true result in our Boolean array, comma, double paren to open. 875 should be equal to this column. Close that condition, asterisk for and then our next array is REGEXTEST. This is a regex function. It returns true when the pattern is found. So the text is in this description column, comma, the pattern is here, comma, the case sensitivity is case insensitive. Close the regex function, closing paren for the argument, comma, we want to return the date. Close function and enter. And now we get 875 is on the second, and that's the transaction we're looking for. I can go ahead and fill this down, and let's spot check these. 97 to PayPal, so we cruise down, 97, this is not PayPal, this is not PayPal, this is PayPal, should return the 5th, which it does. 97 to Amazon is this one, January 4th, which it is, and $29.99 to Google is the 8th, which it is. So that's how we can make the searches of an XLOOKUP function a little more flexible. We saw that the default was exact match, how we could use a wildcard match, and then how we can also use regex, both as a match mode, and also how we could use the REGEXTEST function right within our Boolean array. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Hey Excel user, if you ever need to create summary reports, check out my pivot table for beginners video. It starts at the beginning and shows how to store the data transactions in a table and then how to summarize those transactions with a pivot table report. I hope it helps unlock the incredible power of pivot tables.
This video is a production of Excel University.